Health Break is brought to you by South Central Regional Medical Center in Laurel.
More than 123,000 men, women, and children are currently in need of a life-saving organ transplant, and every 10 minutes another name is added to the National Organ Transplant List. Community leader Judy Holyfield says organ and tissue donation is something everyone should be aware of.
Probably all of us know someone who has needed a transplant or perhaps died because they didn't get one. Several of those circumstances have happened to me. I've had a cousin who was in her early 70s and received a heart transplant last year. Also had a friend who died 6 weeks prior to what would have been her time to receive a liver transplant. Several years ago, my husband was in an accident where he was burned over about 80% of his body. Thankfully, he did not need a tissue transplant, but that and also the death of his parents prompted him to become an organ donor. He has recently passed away, so because of his donation, 2 people have been granted the gift of sight, and he was also able to give tissue and skin. Even though it's a subject people don't like to talk about, we all know someone who's dealing with a death, and I want to encourage people not only to be organ donors, but to have those conversations so they know what someone would want.
Mrs. Holyfield says she's at peace because she and her husband Neil had those discussions and she knew what he would want.
He was probably one of the kindest, most caring people I've ever known, and we're thankful that that gift continues to be given in his honor.
To learn more about organ and tissue donation, visit SCRMC.com.
Health Break was brought to you by South Central Regional Medical Center in Laurel.